What's up, guys? Back immediately with Foster, Season 2, Episode 18. Now, here's this. Okay, so this episode starts off with everyone being informed of Callie's decision, and they're like, we're all still family, and Mariana's like, families live together. But Mariana, remember the last time? Callie was gonna get her own place, so basically, that was wrong for you to say. So, actually, families do live together, but yeah, so anyway. So yeah, so Mariana wants to go to school. Leah's like, hey Mariana, you have to go to school. But she's like, no. And she's like, yeah. And she's like, no. Everyone's protesting the way you fired Timothy. And she's like, I didn't. She's like, you're going to school. And she's like, no, we're not. No one is. Even Brandon's not. But because not even the juniors are going to school. So yeah. So and stuff like, why? Because Mom fired Timothy. So yeah, so they're like, if even Jesus isn't, but yeah, so they're like, if you're not gonna go to school, you have no fun, no electronics, no DVR, nothing. And he's like, how are we? And she's like, how are we gonna call you? And she's like, use the home phone. He's like, what happens when we're not home? So, and then when Mario, and then not no DVR either. So and then Jesus is like, we had our whole lives in there. Sad. That is sad. I love my phone, but that's sad to say you had your whole life in there. So anyway, so yeah, yeah, so when Daphne tells Callie that everything's safe, she can still live with Rita, but she can still live with Rita. She can still live with Rita, but Daphne can live with Rita, and Callie can still live with the foster care and live with Robert. But yeah, so anyway, yeah. But Mariana is like, so yeah, so Jesus finds out that since Jesus knows that they're not gonna adopt Anna's baby, they're like, hey, he just changed his mind. He's like, I don't want to go boarding school anymore. But this is your arc in the show. You have to do it because it's your arc. You finally get an arc in the show and you don't want to do it. Yeah. So, like with Brandon out. So, speaking of Iowa, the Iowa guy comes and he's like, hey, they give me your spot. They give me your spot, Brandon. He's like, okay. But he's like, we're going to give you a shot. Yeah, so Callie wants to be supportive of Mariana. So, what does Callie do exactly? Joins Mariana's dance team. She joined Mariana's dance team. I'm not joking. And Callie kind of isn't a good dancer. That's what she says. But Mariana's like, you're in Callie, you're in Emma. Alright, speaking of Emma, Jesus is like, Emma used to be cheerleader in junior high, and because Emma, and why Emma isn't a cheerleader and why she's a wrestler, is because Emma didn't want to be in the back row, she wanted to be in the front, so that's why she quit, and she was a cheerleader for 2 years, so yeah, I don't know how Jesus, Emma probably told him off screen, or he looked it up, I don't know, but anyway, yeah. But anyway, yeah. So yeah. So Mariana Connor, since Connor's dad is isn't allowed to shoot straight, he's allowed Connor to come to eat with the Fosters. So he just kind of says, hey, you guys could sleep out in the backyard and pretend you're camping. They'll ruin it, bro. So yeah, so Mario even digs a dig at Callie. Makes a dig at Callie. So Callie confronts Mariana saying, hey, isn't it hard for her doing what she's doing? So don't make her feel bad than she already does. So yeah. But Callie goes to Girls United and she runs into Carmen, who we learn that Becca is in drug rehab, but Gabby is back in prison, back in juvie. But she did see Kiara on Al Capone and doing some bad stuff. So Callie's like, he's like, hey, she saw Kiara, and Callie's like, and Steph's like, you can't go out there. It's full of women doing pimps, making women sell drugs. But who does go out there? Who does go out there? Rita. And Rita tries to convince Kiara to come back, but Kiara's like, I'm no one's person, and spits in Rita's face and tells her to go off because her pimp shows up. So that was a lost cause. So now it's Callie's turn to get Kiara to come back. So Callie's like, hey Kiara, you could just do Judy for a little time. Kiara could come. You could do Judy for a little. You could do Judy for a little time. Then we could judge to let you out, and then you could live in Girls' Night until you're 18. Become a social worker like you always wanted. So yeah. So Steph. So yeah. So yeah. So Callie. So Steph is like telling her what's going on now, and Callie just breaks down, saying that she did something, that she'd be mad that she did something again, and she lied to them again, and she's like, is that the reason why you're moving with Robert? And she's like, if she thought it wouldn't hurt if they tell her to go, but it does. It hurts so much. And Steph's like, nothing you do is gonna make us not want you. And then Steph goes to Robert's door and says, hey, Callie told us everything, and if you ever make her do stuff, if you ever make us lie to us again, you will regret it. And he's like, I'm just trying to do what's best for my daughter. And he's like, your daughter? He's like, yeah, my daughter. The judge has already decided, Steph, it's too late. And she's like, I ain't going down that fight. You go, Steph. You tell him. You tell Robert. Robert's kind of being selfish. But yeah. But now let's talk about the other stuff in this episode with Brandon. So Brandon wants to make some money on tour. So he sells his Tony Glenball but his dad, or he gives it to his dad, or his dad buys it and gives it to him. I don't know. So he would have money for tour. But he still wants to go to Iowa. But Callie did mention something about the tour to Stephanie, and he's like, I wish I hadn't done that, Callie, because he still wants to go to Iowa, and yeah. But Jude and Connor Jude accidentally kicks Connor, and Connor's like, I didn't kick you at, I didn't mean to kick you. He's like, why'd you do that? Oh, because you've been weird. First in a tent, first you kissed him in a tent, in the movie theater you held his hand. He doesn't get Connor. And then Connor just kisses Jude. So, genre a thing? I don't know. But Monty does listen to what Mariana says about Timothy, reinstalling Timothy. So, good job for Monty. And, yeah. And Brandon's like, hey Mariana, come over here. And his dad's, and Stephanie not going to adopt a baby. So, maybe they could talk to Anna's parents, and maybe they will take it. But Mike comes home to Stephanie and Anna, saying that they will take Anna's baby. Yeah. So Mariana comes over to Jesus, comes over to the Flint recruiter is like, hey, I've offered Jesus a scholarship. It's academic, and it's in Colorado. So Mariana has something to think about, but Jesus doesn't want to go because of her, but she's like, hey, I want you to go to Colorado, to Flintwood. So Mariana reinstates Jesus' arc, because Jesus needs one, because all he had was dating Lexi arc, dating Anna arc, dating Haley Hines arc. Now he has a Flintwood arc. 4th arc in the Star Show now. 4th arc. He needs one. He needs this. Jesus, don't blow it. Don't make him say he's gonna go, and then don't. Because I want him to go. I also want Brandon to go to Iowa. But speaking of that, when Brandon talks to Lou about going to Iowa, he's like, classical music is everything to him. And what does Lou do? She just walks right out. Supportive girlfriend she is. Brandon finally gets his arc. He finally gets his purpose, and she just walks out on him like that. Walks out on him like that. What kind of supportive girlfriend is she? What kind of supportive girlfriend is Lou anyway? She doesn't know. She just walks out. Not even saying, "Oh, Brandon, you should go out loud." Just saying, "Yeah, I'm just gonna walk out. Be mad at you." Oh, Lou, you were doing so. You had so much promise to be a great character, and you walk out on your boyfriend. So yeah, so I don't know what's gonna happen. Anna's probably I don't know if Stephanie are gonna actually consider taking Anna's baby. John or Jude and Connor might become a couple because of what happened at the end of the episode what happened at the end where they kissed. Steph confronted Robert about what he told Callie. Basically, Callie told him everything about Daphne, about the kidnapping, about Brandon being involved, which I'm glad she finally did. So, and what Robert said to her, I think. So yeah, glad Callie finally told someone. That's why Steph was mad. But yeah, so basically, like, comment, subscribe, have a good, wonderful night, and I'll see you next Imposters.